Hi, everybody. This is the report for the new 9-star key cycle this year, 2019. We will be in an 8 soil year, and we're going to be in for a bit of a ride this year. I mean, this year really promises to be a year of change, a year of transformation on many fronts. According to Oriental understanding, 8 soil's essence can be depicted as a mountain at the time between deep night, pre-dawn, until the very first rays of the sun illuminate the east faces of the mountain. Or it can be also seen in terms of the season, the time between winter and spring, pre-spring, the softening of the hard winter soil beneath the residual cover of winter's grasp. Outwardly, there seems to be no movement, and yet there is unseen stirring within the earth. So 8 soil is that transition from stillness, which is winter, to movement, spring. So really a time of change. An 8 soil year may bring about sudden and unexpected changes, transformation, and sometimes dramatic reorganization on all fronts of life. These may be positive changes, or they may be challenging for us. It may, affect politics, economics, social dynamics. It may affect us emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. I mean, really on all fronts of our human experience. And things can appear out of the blue, out of nowhere, like maybe a new disease or a new virus popping up out of nowhere. There may be also things like more extreme weather events happening, especially like earthquakes and possibly tsunamis, hurricanes, snowstorm, heat waves, or cold spells in places where it shouldn't be. But as the forces beyond our control worsen, people, I would imagine, will create their own happiness and calm, and perhaps are emotionally ready to be kinder to each other this year. So there may be, the 8 soil year may actually be sort of like have a spiritualizing effect. When there's big revolution, there is also deeper insight. So in terms of the intellectual and psychological powers, they will be enhanced this year so that we all can have a deeper insight into this human psyche and the nature of life. And body, mind, spirit connections are very important this year. Also be aware that if you hold secrets, they may be revealed. Secrets that, may be harbored in political arenas, global events, but also, something that may be affecting you much more personally, secrets within the family, in neighborhoods, etc. And there can be really things that are beyond the normal range of our normal frame of reference happening, like lottery tickets going up and out into the stratosphere, or asteroids coming down from the stratosphere, or UFO landings. I mean, I'm just, spouting off here, but something totally beyond our normal range of awareness and consciousness. So that is the broad spectrum. Now, if for you personally, I would also like you to refer you to the bottom of the description to see what number you are. 1 water, if you're a 1 water, then you will be this year in the 7 metal house. And that is a very good house. It will be much more social than usual. You can easily communicate. You may reap the rewards from past seeds that you have sowed in prior years. So generally, it will be a very good year. Also, 1 water is associated with ground transportation, restaurants, public eating places. And so for all of those dynamics, it will be a very good year. So good restaurants, I mean, good business for restaurants, also perhaps good for automated cars or automated transport grids. And so again, refer to the description underneath the video to see which number you are. I'm just letting you know, I mean, it's 1945, 1954, and multiples, I mean, additions of 9 in that, but always born after February 4th. Now, if you're a 2 soil, and 2 soil, you will be in the 8 soil house. This is a little bit of a tricky house. Unexpected, challenging things can arise in this year. And while the unexpected, difficult things may arise, at the same time, unexpected, serendipitous happenings may also start to appear. So surprising solutions to problems can present themselves that you haven't seen before, that perhaps weren't available before. So something really wonderful can come out of that. But be aware that you are also in a vulnerable position this year, and you might be easily taken advantage of by others, and accidents could more easily happen, or mishaps. So whenever you're traveling or doing anything unusual, double, triple check everything, that you didn't forget your traveling documents or your passport, whatever it is. 2 soil is also associated with agriculture, food production, education, women, nursing, caretaking, parenting. So generally, all of these, will slowly and steadily move forward, slow and steady progression behind the scenes, with sudden unanticipated changes and developments, could be for better or worse. So could be, new wonderful development, but could be accidents such as crop failures or other unfortunate events. If you're a 3 tree, 3 tree is in the 9 fire house. Bright and active spot, ideal for the arts, ideal for traveling, entertaining, communication, and all public events and activities. But beware of overspending and exhausting yourself, because that could easily happen. Now, 3 tree is associated also with technology, invention, electronics, electronic communication, those kind of things. They are all in 9 fire. So artificial intelligence, cloning, artificial intelligence problems on a larger scale, overriding human instructions and doing their own thing, like we've seen before, which could possibly even affect the banking industry or something like that. Something like that could potentially happen, or something like Facebook may become obsolete and a new type of social media, which encompasses Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook in one, may take its place. Bitcoin may go up, things like that. So very active on those fronts. If you're a 4 tree, a 4 tree. 4 tree is in the 1 water house. This 1 water house corresponds with deep night and winter, and is a time to, rest and recuperate and renew. So not so active spot, more still, more quiet. So meditation and other quiet or spiritual pursuits are very helpful. And it is also best to delay any major life decisions until following years. And 4 tree is associated with air travel, trade and commerce, arts, sciences, official authority. So in that sense, I would say the trade wars with China may continue. And in general, we may not expect much in terms of growth in the trade area or air travel, not much innovations there this year. Stock market in terms of trade may go up and down this year. So yeah, we'll see. If you're a 5 soil, the 5 soil is in the 2 soil house. A good time to support and nourish your friends and family, to engage in food-related pursuits. However, not ideal for beginning a new enterprise or business on your own, but instead it's better to work as part of a team or a committee. 5 soil is also associated with political power and government, karma, energy of society. So all of that is in 2 soil. So it's very important this year to nurture peace on all fronts, to come to agreements. And perhaps Brexit might not be Brexit, but maybe a new solution where the UK is not completely breaking away from the EU, but Britain may become maybe like a sub-branch or something like that. That would be good. Now, 6 metal. 6 metal is in the 3 tree house. That's also a very good time for starting new ventures, traveling, active progress, new breakthroughs. Generally a good time to actively pursue your goals and ambition, but being careful of being too assertive. So 6 metal is also associated with general banking and financing and investments. And that seems to, I would say that would tend to go well with sudden spurts of movement forward. Of course, in terms of investments, trade wars could be a little bit of a downfall there, but generally that would be in a good position. If you're a 7 metal, then things that started in previous years will grow, develop, and prosper. You will be more eloquent than usual, but be mindful of not going into too many directions at once, otherwise you lose your focus and nothing gets done. 7 metal is also associated with management, with organization, human relations, and society. And all of that is in the 4 tree house. So the 4 tree house is really the magic carpet ride. It's easy, smooth movement forward without really many difficulties. If you're an 8 soil, 8 soil is this year in the center, the 5 soil house. 8 soil is karma checkup time. Things come to you, towards you for better or worse. So addressing everything and everyone equally is really important. 8 soil is generally associated with revolution, or some kind of really large transformation, but also with new ideas, research, socialisms, planning, philosophy, ideology, religion. We can expect that there will be some deep reforms and sudden changes for better or worse on these fronts. And likely these changes will involve a more independent thinking to start to come to the forefront, parting ways with the herd or crowd thinking or the general views of today, especially also regarding perhaps political power, religion, and other governmental structures. Perhaps there will be breakthroughs in health research like Alzheimer's, cancer, or something to look forward to. 9 fire. If you're a 9 fire, you will be in the 6 metal house. 6 metal house is also the time of harvest coming to fruition. Good time to focus and really good time to complete things, finish things that you have started in previous years, and to realize your dreams because you're in a power position. So 9 fire is also associated with art, music, entertainment, news, public events, fashion, film. So all of that is in the house of 6 metal, a position of strength, not necessarily big glory or flashiness, but strength. So expecting perhaps in the film industry more conservative movies to be made, or perhaps if there are any recognitions for movies, awards, they may be given to documentaries or something of that nature rather than other flashy movies. And there may be more protests in terms of public events, celebrities, entertainment, fashion, they all may reap this year what they sowed, some for glory, and they will be recognized, and others may have a little bit of a harder time. But anyway, it's generally a position of strength. So overall, this year, 2019, the 8th soil year promises a year to be a year of major change and transformations at many levels, including the personal, family, social, and planetary dynamics. So, of course, it's hard to exactly predict how this is all going to unfold, but for everyone, I would say expect the unexpected. And I would suggest that this year is a year where each individual is asked to be more, where we're being asked to step into more self-mastery. So looking forward to connecting with you, and see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.